Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, we learned about Excel functions which are OR function, AND function, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP function. In today's video, we learn about time value of money functions. There are totally four functions which are PMT payment function, NPV net present value function, IRR interest rate of return and also PV that is present value function. So let's begin today's session by considering that I have taken a loan of rupees 15 lakhs at an annual rate of return, that is interest rate of annual, it is 8.5, and the time in which I'll be paying the loan, it is 6 years. So now let's calculate the monthly rate of return because we'll be paying the amount in equated monthly installments, that is termed as EMI. Let's calculate the monthly rate. Just need to divide the interest rate by 12 and you will get the monthly rate, that is 0.07, and the number of months since it is in EMI. So just multiply the number of years by 12, you'll be getting 72 as the number of months. Now let's calculate the monthly payment. For this, you'll be entering the PMT function payment. The rate is monthly rate, then the number of periods, number of months, and then the loan amount, which is 15 lakh. Close the bracket, press enter. So here you can see the amount is reflected in red. The reason is there is a cash outflow from your side, and Excel considers it as a negative. So let's enter negative sign in front of payment before payment and see what happens. So now it is in black font. It considers it as a positive. Now let's calculate the total spending. As we have got the monthly payment, which is 26,000, we just need to multiply that with the number of months or the number of periods in which you'll be paying the money. So it is 19 lakh 20,000. Now let's calculate total interest you'll be paying, for which you just need to subtract the loan amount from total spending. So this is the loan total spending. Subtract the loan amount from this, and you got the total interest. Now let's proceed ahead with, after learning about the PMT, the payment function. Now we'll proceed further to learn NPV, that is net present value function. Net present value is nothing but the present value of all the cash inflow which are going to occur, and the difference between that inflow and the outflow which occurred at the initial time. So now let's calculate the NPV using the NPV function equal to NPV. You need here the all the inflows and one outflow, and also the discounted rate, which is 7%. We have considering discounted as 7%, divided by 12, considering it as a monthly discount rate. Then select all the cash inflows, select the range of all the cash inflows, and then close the bracket. And at the end, put plus sign showing the addition of the cash outflow. Since it is in minus, we will get the difference, exact difference, and we will get the NPV for each year. So the NPV for each year is 22,841. So let's try the same thing over here also. NPV, open the bracket, the rate is 7%, or you can enter your any manual rate of interest, but make sure it is in decimal format. Let's consider 14%, divide by 12, enter all the values, the range, all the inflows we have entered. Now let's close the bracket, put plus sign, and the cash outflow. So 19,912 is the net present value. Now with this, let's proceed ahead. Learn. After learning about NPV and payment, we learn about IRR. So IRR is nothing but the discount rate that sets the net present value of an investment equal to zero. It is specifically used in capital budgeting and capital expenditure and considered for long-term investment. So as I told you, it is specifically for the students who are learning finance. So let's begin with calculation of IRR. For IRR, you just need to have some values, which is the cash outflow and inflow. And unlike NPV, where we selected only inflows in the initially and then added the outflow, but in IRR you need to select the whole range consisting of all the inflows and outflows. Select the range and press enter. Now let's proceed ahead and also calculate NPV and IRR for another example. We'll also calculate the present value for this one. So the interest rate, IRR, open the bracket, select the whole range, close the bracket. 19%. Let's calculate the NPV. NPV, open the bracket, select the rate of return, divide that by 12 as we need monthly, and then select all the inflows specifically, close the bracket, and then add the outflow, which is 350, and press enter. Net present value is 126, and the interest rate of return which we calculated is 19%. Now let's calculate the present value of all the cash inflow and outflow, for which we need a function PV. Open the bracket, enter the rate of return. This is 19%, but the rate of return is constant for all the years. So we'll consider it as we'll put in a dollar format so that we can make that constant, make that cell constant. So put dollar before the row and the column. So it is I20, and then enter the NPER, that is 0. Since it is cash outflow in the initial year, we'll consider the year as 0. And when we don't have payment, we have face value. So we need to enter comma twice to skip payment. Now enter the cash flow, that is 350. And now we need to enter whether you are paying whether you are performing at end of the period or beginning of the period. You can enter 0 or 1 on basis of that. Let's enter 0, end of the period, and just close the bracket, press enter. So now we got present value for the cash outflow of 350. Just extend this and you will get all the values. Don't worry when it is getting in it is in negative format. It just the Excel consider it as all the outflows only, so it is in negative format. Thank you for watching the video.